attention please on platform 6. We are sorry to announce that the 10:58 Northern service to Leeds has been cancelled. This is due to maintenance failure.
My day started predictably enough with cancellations on Northern and Transpennine. The Leeds train is being replaced by a bus to Skipton, calling at all stations. Some of those stations high in the Pennines are difficult of access in the best of conditions, but in today's snow, ice and seriously sub-zero temperatures, sooner them than me. It's going to be a long day today. We have an unusual charter passing through Carlisle, the capital's Scot, coming from Euston and picking up at Watford Junction, Milton Keynes, Nuneaton and Crewe, en route to Edinburgh. So what's unusual about that? Well, it's not going back to Euston, but to King's Cross by the East Coast Main Line, dropping off at York, Newark, Peterborough, St Neots and Potter's Bar. A lot of passengers will have interesting journeys trying to get back home this evening. I'm opting for a change of scene and heading to Newcastle to catch the return journey there. Since I'll have some hours to spare, I'm planning to travel on Britain's newest passenger railway line, the newly reopened Northumberland line from Newcastle to Ashington. It only opened to the public 4 weeks ago, and the work is not yet complete. Should be interesting. The special's running late, but let's get set up for it. Is this it? Oh no! This one's an hour and a quarter behind schedule. I hadn't expected to see it today. Here comes the capital Scot, and here comes Gordon to take over as driver.
See you, Ben. Hey, Ben.
As the Scot heads off to Scotland, I buy a ticket for Newcastle, join a northern train which departs 43 minutes late, but enjoy good company and perfect visibility on the hour-and-a-half crossing of the Pennines. My regular filming location at Carlisle has the Citadel adjacent. Newcastle Central has this magnificent 12th century structure.
The next train to leave platform 5 will be the 1470 Northern service to Ashington.
That's my train. And here it comes.
Platform 5 of the 1470 Northern service to Ashington. Carlisle, Manners, Seaton Delville and Ashington. This train has 2 coaches.
First stop, Manners. I remember this when it was a major mainline junction station. Seaton Delville station is now open and in use. The remaining planned stations are still works in progress. Newsham Station. still under construction. It's an interesting line with single-track sections interspersed with twin-track and some marked speed restrictions. Unlike the lines where I do most of my filming, it's not at all scenic, being very largely built up. Blythe Bebbside Station, also still under construction. The site of the old Bedlington station. The route splits here with tracks going off to serve various destinations, all industrial. The line off to Blythe Harbour. Crossing the River Wansbeck on the Black Bridge. And so to our destination of Ashington. The new Ashington station is typical of so many modern railway stations. A platform with ticket machine, a semi-open glass bus stop type of shelter, a terminus with no ticket office, no toilet, no waiting room. A useful facility for the local people, no doubt, but hardly a welcoming venue. Rather better facilities for the railway staff than for the passengers. The nearest track is the single line into the station. The farther two tracks are the original route to the Linemouth power station on the coast and other now closed routes. Linemouth Power Station. This is obviously a heavily populated area, and commuter traffic into Newcastle must be considerable. Railway staff to whom I spoke described the newly opened line as heaving. During the daytime, passenger trains run every 30 minutes along the route. The train that I had arrived on departed at 3 o'clock, and having filmed its departure, I set up my camera on the station car park, prepared the drone and launched it to catch the incoming 3:30 train. But it didn't appear, as I anxiously watched the drone's battery running down. Eventually something did appear, but it wasn't the 3:30. Ashington Power Station was originally coal-fired, but has now been converted to biomass fuel, which is imported through the old Tyne coal dock and carried by rail via Peelaw and Heworth to cross the Tyne by the King Edward Bridge before following the route which my train had taken. Today it's running some 14 minutes behind schedule. Could that be why the 15:30 from Ashington, running behind it, is also running 12 minutes late? I only just managed to catch the tail end of the biomass train before my drone with a dying battery decides to land. A hasty battery replacement and relaunch. That 3:30 train is long overdue. Unfortunately, my camera battery also dies, and so there's no soundtrack from here on. The seriously delayed 3:30 eventually arrives. It's too early yet for the evening rush hour traffic, but the two-car unit is well patronised. A change of driver. As it's running so late, I had anticipated a rapid turnaround. But no, a leisurely changeover, red lights still displayed, a photographer having a chat with the driver, and the guard coming forward to consult with his colleague. After a wait of several minutes, we get the white headlamps and the unit sets off for Newcastle's busy central station. The 4 o'clock train is the last one which will get me back to Newcastle in time to film the southbound special. And if it's on time, it'll be arriving soon. So, a hasty packing of all my kit and back onto the platform. The light is fading, so there'll be no filming on this part of the journey.
Well, I'm just explaining to my young friend here that we're on the Gulf Stream over there, whereas your water comes from the Arctic.
As the capital Scot departs for London's King's Cross, I must head off for the long haul back to Carlisle and on to Dumfries. I have company as far as Carlisle, but have nothing to look forward to at Dumfries but a severely iced-up car. What we do for our art, eh? Thanks for watching, and here's to the next time.